go with the next installment of this riveting series in harmonic theory. We've finally reached the zenith to the 7th chords. We started with 2-note chords, intervals, or dyads if you want to call it that. Then we went to triads, 3-note chords. We also covered in-between chords. After that, we actually went into a little side route exploring a major 7th chord and its iterations through the years in popular music. Now, that little piece that I did in the intro there is sort of to demonstrate some 7th chords, but it's more to demonstrate what can be done in a little mini form. I believe that the combinations are almost endless without getting into open tunings. With a capo and using open strings combined with fretted notes and knowing a variety of voicings, it's in only 6 strings. You don't have to have a 7-string or 8-string guitar. There's an incredible amount that you can do, in my opinion. Enough to keep you busy for a lifetime. The E major scale. From C to shining C here. We're going to stack in thirds, as I said, 1, 3, 5, 7. Now, if you move up to the 2nd degree of the scale, to the D, you're going to call the D the 1. 1, 3, 5, 7, and so forth. 1, 3, 5, 7, and you keep moving up, building 7th chords off of each degree of the scale, each time numbering that new note as the root of that chord. And that's the basics of you got the whole thing. I mean, what a bargain. All that without even any sharps or flats yet. I mean, you've got 7 tonalities built within one scale. In today's commodities, that is a bargain. You got to go for it. Let's look at what's happening when we harmonize the C major scale in 7th chords. You're going to end up with a C major 7, a D minor 7, an E minor 7, an F major 7, a G7, an A minor 7, a B minor 7 flat 5, and lastly, back to the octave of the C major 7. And to review slightly, we take the notes of the C major scale and number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 3, 5, 7 is our first chord. Then we move up to the D. Now we're going to start numbering from that note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go up to the E note and number off of that. Again, all these notes are natural. We're not moving from the key of C yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we go to the 4th note of the scale, F. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, each time we do that, we're shifting the intervals between the notes. There's another major 7th. So the idea is that when you stack in thirds this way, you're creating 7 tonal centers in the scale. One scale, and it's yielding 7 different sounds. Let's listen to the arpeggios built off of each of those chords. C major 7, D minor 7, major 7, G7, A minor 7, B minor 7 flat 5, and back to the C major 7. Seven tonal centers. Let's just take a minute to review here what we've been talking about. I've laid out the C major scale there and then stacked thirds over each scale degree, creating this pattern of C major 7, D minor 7, E minor 7, F major 7, G7, A minor 7, B minor 7 flat 5, and then up to the C major 7 again at the octave. Now the voicings I'm playing here, of course, are not stacked neatly in thirds. They're arranged for guitar fingering. There's a theoretical voicing there laid out that you could easily play on the keyboard, but not so easily on the guitar. So that's why we change up the voicings both for tonality and interest and playability. Back to the major again. You can take that pattern and you can run it off of any note. So just for simplicity here, let's go over to the 6th string, move over here, and we're going to build the same pattern of a major scale in 7th chords, starting on G this time. So you would have G major 7, A minor 7, B minor 7, C major 7, D7, E minor 7, F sharp minor 7 flat 5, and back to G major 7. Now, in case you're not familiar with some of those fingerings, those are basic major and minor and dominant 7th fingerings. Just take a look at my mini review on bar chords, because I'm using the same basic forms built off of the A string and the E string. As we move up the scale and number off of each successive note, different intervals are formed, as I mentioned, and so you could look at chord building in a number of ways. I'm boiling it all down to building chords off of the scale tones, which is sort of the mini basic version of harmonic theory in Western music. But it's a lot more than just that. You can build, you don't have to build in only thirds. You can build chords in fourths and fifths and other intervals, and you will be doing that actually. We may have to split this session up in another segment, but that's all right. It was a lot of fun, and I hope you're starting to get a feel for some of this stuff. I wish you well with it, and go at it and work it out your own way. And if you have any questions about any of these sessions at all, you can put them in the comments line, and I'll make sure I check that and get back to you. And we'll keep going for as long as I have a few things to offer until I run dry. Then that might be the end of it, but I'm enjoying it so far, and there's lots more cool stuff to cover if you can hang in there. Okay, thanks, and we'll see you again next time in that session. And wow, is that going to be a bang up. You don't want to miss that one. I'll tell you right now, you don't want to miss it.